Welcome to another Nature's Glory Cabin Off-Road Edition. Today we're with the Ohio River four-wheelers in Hollerwood OffroadPark. This is the actual on-X track that I recorded where we leave Hollerwood Park, go out State Road 1036 to Barker's Branch, and then turn left on the Hollerwood 12 trail. We've got some other maps coming up here in a second. Here's the trail view where we first come in, and the first sign we put up is Casey's Climb. And that's where we're at there. And then here we have the continuation where we put a beer run sign up and Whisky Krawler Kreek signs. We're going to go through this here pretty quick. There's the signs we had to put out. We were with the easy crew. There was also a harder crew that did more difficult trails. And here we are leaving out of the parking lot at Hollerwood OffroadPark. The harder group already went out ahead before us. And I sped this up a lot and cut out an awful lot of stuff. We were out about 5 hours on this day, and quite frankly the easy trails were somewhat boring, so I cut an awful lot of it out. I left in some of the more exciting things and the signs we put up and the places we stopped for short times. And a little exciting thing or two, and we'll point those out when we get to them. Looks like we're waiting on some people to pull into the parking lot so we can get out here. Here we go. That's the main office there. You can buy your passes online, but it's only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll make a right here on 1036. If you go left, you go back toward Slade, Highway 11. So we're going to turn right here out of the parking lot. We're going to go down to Barker's Branch and make a right. It has a Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway sign at it. So you go down this for a ways, and then we're going to turn off when we get down here a bit and turn left in onto Hollerwood 12. You'll see some signs. Some of them are better than others, and we put some signs up. We zip through here. A lot of this is just plain old dirt, a little bit of gravel. We get a little bit of a creek crossing here. We stop, and we're also, this is spring cleanup, so we're picking up trash and various things when we stop. And we'll stop just on the other side of this. We're going to put a sign up. There's a trail that goes off to the left. It's number 21. It's called Casey's Climb. If you'll notice the color coding on the sign, when we get to it, it's red. That means it's more difficult. Here we are picking up trash. I find a tire, and the guy in front of me is on a Gladiator, so he's able to take it with him. I'm dumping the water out of the tire at the moment. I didn't film very much of this. Here in a minute it'll continue on. Again, there's a bunch of us out here picking up trash. There's probably 20 in the group. I sped this up. You can watch us moving pretty fast here. We were here probably half hour, 45 minutes. And on the other side of that white Jeep up there, you can see where they're working on the sign. They've asked us to pull up so if other people can get up here, so we're just pulling up out of the way. And here we are, we're getting ready to take off. And there's the new sign. You can see it there. That's a difficult trail. And there's a picture of it. Notice they have the club logo. And here we go. In the description, there's a more write-up about the actual trails we were on and where we went. Again, I've got the on-X map. The GPX I can make available if somebody wants it. There's some signs there. It's an intersection of a couple of other trails. I believe we're on 12 here. 12 to 15, and we get on 15 and we make a stop for lunch and put up a few more signs. I think this is 15 right here. There's the sign. Here we are pulling in where we're going to stop for lunch and put a couple of signs up. This is 15 at the base of 27. Straight up that hill is 27. Off to the left there's a beer run. A few people did that over lunch. That was, they said that it required probably 35s. Normally I'll do those, but I was waiting on a rear skid plate. I'd been banging my rear end on things that people say need 35s. So we hung out here. We were probably here a couple hours. There was a few heading out to run the trail beer run. Not everybody heard the requirements, and somebody had a little trouble and all. There's a whiskey run sign that was put up the hill. They walked up and put those up 27, and then there's a Krawler Kreek sign in place. And here's the beer run group returning. This video isn't quite as good. I was using my camcorder and it was hard to see the LCD on the back. Now I sped most of this stuff up because we weren't moving very fast. And watch this guy hit this mud hole and watch his front end spinning when he comes out of it. And this is the stock Toyota that didn't realize he needed better equipment. He got through it. A little bit of minor damage, as I was told, but he got through it with a little help from his friends. Took him a while. That beer run's about 150 yards long and took him about 2 hours to get through it. But he made it. I've got to get a little better with my camcorder skills, apparently. You can see the 27 sign there where everybody's coming down it. They were at like the top of the hill where beer run comes into it, and they just turned right and came back down to where we are. A little bit of mud there. And again, we had lunch here before we departed. And their lunch is over and we're getting in our vehicles and getting ready to head back out. I'll try to position ourselves here and get in order so we could go back down 15 to 11. 11, we had an issue. We'll show you that when we get there. This video is just a little under 15 minutes long. Again, it's about a 5-hour excursion for the day. And I believe this is 11. We're turning down here. Hollerwood 11. We're in Hollerwood OffroadPark. Don't forget to look at Nature's Glory Cabin Facebook and YouTube channel and webpage, www.naturesglorycabin.com. We're going to come down here and we're going to get a little hung up. Apparently there was some mud on the other side and they were trying to get through it. And the rest of us waited and ended up needing some help, and we'll show that here in a few minutes. It won't be long, actually. It won't be a few minutes. But we were here a good 2 hours. Alright, here's what was going on. The leader got through it no problems. He's on 37s and well-equipped Rubicon, and this guy apparently didn't have well, he tried to make it. They did the best they could, what they had to work with, and just got in the mud, and very bad situation, not very easy to pull, couldn't pull straight, pulled to the side. We finally gave up and ended up pulling him backwards. Just the way it is. Kept pulling toward that stump and couldn't get around it. I believe they have fixed this since. This is supposed to be an easy trail, and every place was washed out and muddy that was too difficult for easy vehicles to make. Everybody's standing around contemplating. I cut some of this out, sped some of it up, and there we pulled him back some. And we're still trying to figure it out because this is a curved area also, and it's still pretty muddy. Everybody trying to figure out the best way to winch him or pull him backwards. Them actually. Trying to keep him out of the trees, trying to keep him from having any body damage. And here you can see we got a truck behind him pulling him backwards at the moment. They got a tow strap on him. They can't quite get enough on him to get him turned. He's in the mud and it doesn't want to turn. You can see we pull a little bit, and now we've got another gladiator down here with a winch. If you look, you can see the line running. I got a snatch block up into the trees, and they're pulling him up the hill with the winch. This gets him straightened up. This was a curve again, so everything was not as easy as you would think it is with nice and muddy. And we got him loose. Now the lone Jeep that went through it is coming back. This was our leader for the day. Actually the president of the Ohio River four-wheelers. And he made easy work of it. Again, he's well equipped. And here we are, we're getting ready to head out. We called it a day. That took a little longer than we expected, so we're going to be lining up here in a minute and getting ready to head back. The picture got out of sync somehow there. Not enough to matter. So we're just looping around. This is the bypass. Normally the bypass would be easier, but it has a big drop off at one of its spots as well that was not worth the trouble. So everybody's getting lined back up, getting ready to head out. We're on the back end of the trail. We're going to head back out the way we came, 11 back up to 12, 11 I guess to 15, and then to 12, and then on out the way we came. It was a fun day, got a lot of stuff done, met some friends, new people, had a good time. Few side-by-sides there as we went by. That's that intersection we went through earlier. Nobody else was there at the time. As you see, most of this easy trail is easy. We're coming up on the sign that we put up at Casey's Climb. You can see it there to the right. We're heading back out 12. This was that little water crossing. This is where we stopped first and picked up trash. I hope everybody enjoyed this, and come back and watch some more. Thanks for watching.